Wine and Crime contains graphic and explicit content which may not be suitable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
You are listening to Wine and Crime, the podcast where three friends chug wine, chat true crime, and unleash their worst Minnesotan accents.
Oh, you darn Taunton widow!
For those of you just listening and not observing the video.
I'm really bringing Kenyon a lot of joy today because I found my tiny TikTok microphone.
It is teensy.
It's teensy.
And it like matches your headphones.
It does.
And it's not the mic she's recording with.
No.
She's just holding it as a prop.
You're such an influencer.
I didn't take my ADHD meds today because I don't have to take them every day. So tiny mic it is.
Tiny Mike, bring in that serotonin. Bring in that dopamine. It's really funny. It's really
hello, my lady. Hello, my honey. Hello, my tiny Mike.
You need a tiny little cane to spin around when you do that.
You do need a top hat.
I do need a
tiny top
tiny
hat.
cane.
Oh my God.
At this point, I've just trained my hand to go up to my mouth from doing this bit to Kenyon so much that I really think I'm just going to hold this tiny mic like the whole time.
Yeah. You're comfortable. It's like when we did that live show in Texas and you just stayed in the accent.
It was like a warm hug. I felt like I was coming home. I never felt so comfortable wearing anything other than this dress in my life.
Still fit.
It was like slipping into a warm
bath. You know what? Still fits.
Oh my God. Okay.
Anyway,
well,
who are we?
if you don't know who we are by now, you never will.
Yeah, just get out.
Is that applause for me or my gown?
We're moving on. Next. I'm literally not refusing to say our names. Okay.
Yeah, that's Kenyon. That's Amanda. I'm Lucy. Whatever. Get over it.
Yeah, whatever. Back from the dead. Let's fucking. What are we doing?
Amanda literally almost died, but it's fine.
Kenyon is saying things that aren't 1,000% accurate, but it wasn't a great time. But I didn't almost die.
You were unconscious for a week?
Well, I wasn't unconscious. No, I was conscious. I just wasn't making sense. I did apparently ask for longer table linens at some point.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Your sister reported that you kind of woke up and said, "Do you have longer tablecloths?"
So she's wedding planning.
Clearly,
I'm
wedding planning. I also asked her to help me brush up on my ASL skills.
Okay.
And
check yourself when you're hospitalized at 6 a.m. and walked 15 minutes in January in Boston.
Well, January in Boston, 15 minutes, it was like 60 degrees and raining. But yeah, I did do that.
Better for the story if you don't say that part.
Choices. I will admit I made some questionable decisions.
It's fine.
But I'm here.
Everyone's alive.
Yeah. Everyone's just... my favorite part, though, is how we had recorded ahead, and I was bragging in the episode that came out while I was in the hospital, going, wow, how am I the only healthy one of the three of us?
Because I had COVID, and she was whatever.
Kenyon was Kenyoning.
I don't even remember. It was before the staph infection in my foot. So
oh my God, don't even get me started on the what.
I can't.
Anyway,
I cannot.
Happy fucking New Year.
It's been a 2023 so far, and we are 18 days in as we record. So
this is the first recording we've done in 2023.
Yeah, because for 18 days we've been...
Are you serious?
Rambling.
Oh my God.
So I hope you liked those best ofs.
Fuck.
That's my fault.
There's gonna be more.
There's gonna be more. Also, we might have some live shows coming down the pipeline for you.
We're doing our best.
We're all fucking doing the best we can, okay? Jesus Christ.
Special shout out to our editor, John, and our
producer, Andrea.
They have putting this shit together.
They've been using buckets to bail water out of this sinking boat for the last 2 weeks. Well, yeah, you're right. Basically, since they joined our team.
They
We're a
didn't know what
family.
they signed up for.
We're a family here.
When you're here, you're family. And you're
my
stuck.
God. When you're here, it's the Olive Garden. Just hold on and pray.
There's lots of bread and pasta, though.
Okay, so that's true. Okay, so we have
Tiny
a very tiny Mike. We have a very special gals
Amanda pick.
This is my welcome back. This is my Mr. Holland's opus.
This got you through your illness.
I clung to life. The woman clung to your tap shoes while flying through the air like a goddamn land dart.
Yeah.
That was me with this episode topic.
Yeah, this episode topic is your tap shoes.
Yeah.
And Amanda is a lawn dart. So
I am.
do you want to let them know what the topic is?
Okay, well, this week we got a very special gals pick brought to you by me
Ticket.
and Ticket. And I do believe this is the first time I've had my own pick green lighted. And so I made it work, and it might be the last.
Many attempts were made.
So
No bad ideas, just Amanda's ideas.
yeah, there's no such thing as a bad idea. And you know what? $20 says this is going to be a good one. Even Lucy herself in the chat earlier admitted this was more interesting than she expected.
There was a lot of information. I was very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. I'm not going to
of
leave us
information.
high and dry with my gal's pick.
No, you're going to get down in the mud and
We're gonna get down in the mud because
we're going
it's-
whole hog.
Oh, you know it, because it's Feral Hogs. Or Feral Hog Crimes.
just feral hogs in general.
Feral Hogs
Do you
are
both
not
say
a joke.
feral? Not feral?
I go back and
Feral.
forth.
Yeah, it depends on the context.
It's like
Feral
root
Hog,
and root.
Feral Cat.
Feral hog, feral cat.
Feral Cat.
Okay.
I think I'm opposite. Feral hog, feral cat.
I'm feral all the way. Feral.
Will
feral.
Ferrell.
As in
Feral
the will.
children for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Feral Hogs, but the fear of hog in you.
Yeah, feral hogs.
I
Yeah.
got a fear of hogs.
I'll go
Anyway,
back and
I do
forth.
now.
All right. Well, Amanda,
Yeah.
what is our wine crime pairing for feral or feral hogs?
F hogs.
F Hogs. We got a good one for you today. Because I'm drinking Folly of the Beast.
Yes.
You know, because those beastly little hags. And also, I had it in the fridge.
Yeah. Because it's an old wink wine.
That sure is. But gal, she's good. It's from our friends over at Wink. We don't have a promo code there anymore, and I think they might be going bankrupt. But good luck to them. Still got some great wine.
Get it while you can.
Get it while you can. Might be gone pretty soon. Maybe they'll do a good sale.
You might
I don't
already
know.
camped.
Maybe I don't know. I haven't
I
gone.
don't know.
This is an old
I don't
battle. Fuck them. We're not under contract anymore. So woo, Pappin Meadows, Tiny Lake.
So you didn't take your meds today?
No, can you believe? Okay, but my new ADHD meds are amazing because I can just they're not long term, so I could take them when I need like 4 hours of work.
That's
Or
perfect.
cleaning. It's literally the best thing that's ever
It's
happened.
speed.
Meth?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
Speed-
a tiny bit of meth.
Speed is like the one drug that like makes sense to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, shrooms. Or what. I don't want to. It holds no appeal to me.
I don't need introspection.
No.
Well, yeah, speed doesn't do anything for me because of my brain chemistry.
Right.
It just makes me really good at puzzles.
Yeah.
So I could do a mountain of cocaine and finish like a 3,000 piece puzzle in like a day.
Are you talking
And
about
have.
cocaine or your
Yes.
prescribed medication?
Any kind of
Probably
uppers.
also that, but any kind of uppers are not gonna go, not gonna have the desired effect for me. But anyway, this Chardonnay will. You might be shocked that I'm drinking Chardonnay in the first place, but she's unhooked. And I'm really committing to the tiny mic. It feels so natural at this point. She's unhooked, so she's gonna drink a little more like a Sauv Blanc. She's 13.9% ABV. This is a California Chard, 100% Chard, not a blend.
Ooh.
Coming out of California, like I already said, Central Coast. And what do we got here? Oh, there's a quote from Herman Melville's Moby Dick on the back. I think
favorite bedside novel.
Real
Beach
quick
read.
read. Yeah, just a beach read.
A beach read, yeah.
Call me Ishmael. It says, quote, "For there is no folly of the beast of the earth, which is not infinitely outdone by the madness of men, except when it comes to feral hags."
Timely.
Little known
Straight
fact.
from the pages of Herman
Little
Melville.
known fact. People, you know how people often bastardize Martin Luther King quotes by cutting them short? People often cut that Herman Melville quote short, and they don't realize
They
it's
leave out
actually
the
about the hags. Most
Unbelievable.
important part.
I'm drinking.
She's a popper, so I'm going to have to put my tiny mic down. If you can't hear me,
We can.
literally
You don't have
not.
to pick it up again.
it's not plugged
I'm
in.
drinking the sample-only bottle of Wine and Crime 2021 Rosé that was sent to us
Yum.
before we had our label art finished.
Oh, it's so good.
And it's
Lucy,
real good.
I had
Do
a
we still-
I had a what?
well, before I ask you what you're drinking, do we
The
still
answer
have...
is yes. The answer
Great.
is yes.
The iridescent wine
Yep.
keys are still
Yep.
available on our online store, Wine and Crime
Yep.
Podcast at bigcartel.com. Great. Okay. What are you drinking?
Well, I had a couple cocktails while I was waiting for this, so
Yeah.
I'm feeling great. And I also have
Lucy.
some moon babies ready to go.
Oh, Father John Moon babies.
Yeah. My pink quartz, my rose quartz.
Your rose quartz. Wow. I put on lotion. This was a mistake. Here we go.
I also have chocolate chip cookies ready to go.
Freaking yerm. Thank you. Hashtag shout out to Wild Grain for saving all of our tummies this year.
Fucking yum.
Oh my God, why am I feeling so bad at this? I feel like all the videos that Andrea sends us of our fans trying to figure out how to use a wine key. This has a my first review of this is that the cork is a little rigid, but that could be my fault for keeping it in the fridge for so long. Okay, I have inserted, and if you don't know how to use a wine key, I'm just going to show you real quick if you are a subscriber at $5 or more. You screw it all the way in. This little flap with the little like ridges, those are for leverage. You want
Looks like a wolf mouth.
You want
Yeah.
the first ridge.
You want the first ridge to be on the lip of the bottle. Then you push up on the tail.
You grip and you
And when you
pull
get
up.
when you get all the way up past the first ridge, that's when you go to the second ridge.
We are literal engineers.
Yeah, well, whoever invented this is. And then you just nice pop,
There
soft
you go.
pop, pull it right out.
There you go.
It's a
Y'all
two-stepper.
are a mess on TikTok. I cannot with the trying to figure out a wine key. Golly gee.
Golly, wow.
Yeah.
Listen to that ASMR.
Cheers.
Gotta piss. Joe.
Well, cheers. I'm going to cheers one of my cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers.
I am cruising on this rosé, y'all. I need to slow my roll. Okay.
That's not that good.
The Folly of the Beast.
This is the 2019 Chardonnay is not hitting it for me, but I'm gonna force it down.
Okay.
You're going to power through because that's what you do.
Take another gummy, force it down. Let's go.
All right. Well, Lucy, what is our background and maybe psych?
There better
for
be psych.
Feral
Fucking
hogs?
psych. Are you serious? Okay.
I demand psych.
So, I got to shake them.
Very disappointed.
Oh, my cork fell off.
Oh!
Sometimes I wonder about people that just try out like a recent episode, like they've never heard the podcast before.
She's shaking
and,
bones.
and they just don't have
None
all
of the inside
context.
jokes land.
Yeah.
Specifically this episode.
75% of the jokes are inside jokes that have been built up over 5 years on the show, and
That really aren't that funny.
No, they weren't that funny in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
I'm sorry. If
We
this is your first
are-
episode, I'm sorry.
We are the worst.
I'd recommend
comedians
a
of all
different one.
time.
Or just run. Just cut and run, honestly.
Yeah.
This is
It's
your
not
first
worth
time
it.
listening. Just leave. Just do yourself a favor. Just go. You
the
beast.
Okay.
Okay, feral
Oh, let's talk about the husband. Okay.
Okay. Feral hogs, also known as feral pigs, feral swine. So, like, the difference between a hog and a pig is like
Swine crime.
a hog is like a big pig. Like, a pig can be A pig is usually like younger, and a hog is like an old pig.
Ignore me.
Swine and crime, I'm acknowledging. Okay. Or they're also known as razorbacks. They're domestic pigs, which
Because of their hair? They're scary.
we'll
puffs?
get to it. Yeah, they have really coarse hair along their spines, and they
wait.
and when they get excited, it like bristles.
Are you going to talk about how long it will take a domestic pig in the wild to become feral? Because that statistic is
Like
cuckoo
not
bananas.
long at all.
It's like
Takes
3
8
generations.
seconds. What?
It's like 3
No.
generations. I will talk about it a little bit. We'll kind
10
of get to
days.
it.
Yeah, I'm looking this up.
So these are domestic pigs which have gone to live in the wild, thus becoming feral. They're common in the Americas, Australia, and the United Kingdom. Given how problematic they can be in certain regions like the southern United States, you might be surprised to know that they were initially released deliberately.
That's crazy. And there are still, when I took that
we
swamp
will
tour.
get to it.
Yeah, in Louisiana. I took a swamp tour and they have fucking pigs out there.
Oh yeah,
And
they're-
raccoons.
What do you mean still? They're everywhere. It's a huge
I know.
fucking problem.
Yeah,
It's
if
nuts.
there's one fucking thing that I learned researching this topic is that there are a lot of fucking feral pigs out there.
Yep.
Well, the
Yeah.
internet tells me that although the domestic pig as we know it today took hundreds of years to breed, just a few months in the wild is enough to make a domestic pig turn feral. It will grow tusks, thick hair, and become aggressive within just a few months. So if a pig
Pigs-
wanders off a farm.
Oh, are you talking about an individual pig?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant
Yeah.
like genetically.
Oh, no. I meant the crazy stat about just a lost pig in the wild,
Yeah.
like from a farm.
So
meant
same-
to
We'll
be
get to it.
eaten.
Same with
Oh.
same with deer. Like deer, if they get deer are already wild, but there's something like the deer will grow tusks if they don't have anything to like munch on or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah. They have like the rodent teeth where they have to
It
be
just
chewing
keeps
constantly
growing.
or they'll keep growing. And then their teeth will grow in curved motions back through their own fucking skulls.
Like Guinness
Yeah.
Book of World Records
The
fingernails.
nails.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
What is that about?
Yeah. Keratin.
It's
baby.
keratin, yeah. Oh,
How do you
bidet.
wipe? Well, yeah.
I'm
Which
sure
I
they
got,
have
by the
something
way.
figured out.
If
Also,
your fingernails are like that, you're not wiping properly.
one time I was at a McDonald's and the woman taking my order had really long, curvy nails.
Mm-hmm.
And it was breakfast time. It was before 10:30. And I ordered a breakfast burrito because that's what you do before 10:30. And she just goes, "We don't have those here." And I assume it's because they couldn't roll them because of her long ass nails. I just assumed everyone had long nails
The
there.
person ringing
That was a leap, but I'm here for it.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous. And
It could be true. You can't roll a burrito in those nails.
I don't think everybody working at McDonald's has those nails, so that might be a dangerous assumption to start throwing around.
Maybe. I don't know. I was like 12 when this happened.
She wasn't about to roll that burrito.
No.
I don't think the person ringing
She said,
you up is going
"Not
to roll
today,
any burrito."
Satan.
Not today.
I got a side of scrambled eggs and a hash brown. I was fine.
Yeah.
At McDonald's had to have been a long time ago. They don't even like do that anymore.
The fuck they don't. I had it last week.
Scrambled
A
eggs from
side of
McDonald's?
scrambled eggs are the best scrambled eggs. They come out of a can. They're delicious.
Okay, moving on. It's going to be a really long episode.
Yes,
I
get
have
a
lot
side
to
of-
say
a side
about
of scrambled
feral
eggs.
hogs.
Okay.
Okay.
Colonizer Christopher Columbus initially released domestic swine in the West Indies during his second voyage to provide future expeditions with a freely available food supply.
What
Joke's
a
on
fucking
him.
monster.
Yeah.
Hernando de Soto is known to have introduced Eurasian domestic swine to Florida in 1539, but it's also possible that Juan Ponce de Leon had already introduced the first pigs into mainland Florida in 1521. They've been here for a while. Since these pigs initially came from different parts of the world, they sort of interbred into new hybrids. And by the 19th century, their numbers grew to the point where they were a common game animal in some parts of the South. So it took them a while to build up their populations, but now they're like
It's booming.
out of fucking control.
They're cruising, yeah.
Mhm.
I am so glad Minnesota's so cold. 'Cause they probably don't love being. I mean, I've never seen a feral hog up here. Doesn't mean they don't exist up here.
They will probably evolve to
Yeah.
the northern
Pigs
Midwest.
can eat anything.
They can eat anything.
They are living in 39 states of the U.S. as of now. So,
Yeah.
like Hawaii and Alaska might be safe for the time being. I don't even know that.
I think Hawaii has them.
Well, maybe.
Like a lot of like hot jungle climates would have feral pigs.
Well, these are not native to these areas.
Well, sure, but
so-
there's a lot of farming in Hawaii. But I guess maybe it's more fruit farming. I know that they like make a ton of
Yeah,
pineapple.
no,
and
they
shit
got
there.
them.
I was gonna say that would be crazy,
But
if
they
didn't
were
have 'em.
introduced in like the 4th century AD by the Polynesians who went there by boat.
Okay, so they brought pigs over as probably farm animals, and then
Yeah.
some got away, and now we got ferals.
Correct.
Good golly.
So feral hogs are insanely destructive, as you may have guessed from the fact that we're doing an entire episode about them. This is from feralhogs.extension.org. Quote.
Your side piece.
Yes, your new side piece.
Feral hogs are quickly emerging as, and soon will be, one of the greatest wildlife damage management challenges in the United States and worldwide.
Worse than the rat.
Agricultural damage and control costs were reported to be over $1.5 billion annually across the U.S., and in Texas alone, they cause an estimated $52 million annually of damage to just the agricultural industry. We're not
I wish they
talking
would
about
damage
anything else.
Just Greg Abbott.
yeah.
I'm honestly pissed that I've never seen one in the wild.
I'm kind of mad too, considering how prevalent apparently they are.
We've been to Texas a few times.
I don't
How
wanna
have we
see
not
one.
seen
We've been to
They're
a lot of
disgusting.
places.
They're
I
fucking
went
disgusting.
swamp-hagging.
No, I don't ever want to see one.
pigs.
I love
And I
pigs too.
love
They're
warthogs.
terrifying.
Have you seen these pigs?
Yeah. Which I also have a bone to pick with you too about the lack of photos on the drive.
Oh, I got distracted.
I
I
have
have
just
been-
Googled generic photos. So.
I want to look at hogs.
Go for it.
I'm gonna Google big pink hogs.
No,
and
they're
see
not
what I
pink.
get.
They're black and gray.
big gray.
Google big gray hog.
I'm trying-
Coarse fur, coarse hair.
I think big pink hog will yield different results.
that's fucking gross. Don't Google big black hog. Like, be really careful what you Google in terms of big whatever hog.
the whole joke. The whole joke was a penis joke from the very beginning.
What?
I feel like it took so long to land with everybody.
No, it didn't.
No.
It just wasn't really that funny.
Swine and crime.
Fucking swine and crime.
Did you guys hear my joke?
Yeah. Big gray hog, coarse fur.
You know how on a lot of our merch,
it's pigs.
on a lot of our merch, we'll have like on the sleeve or on the ankle or whatever, like XOXO, the wine and crime gals.
Change one for April Fools to swine and crime.
No. Well, we could do that. Or just
What?
change it to.
Big gray hog.
Did you hear my joke?
Did you hear my joke?
Did you hear my joke?
Oh my god! Wait,
Really,
one
really tiny.
really cute picture came up.
Can I please move on?
Yes.
Yes,
Feral hog damage.
No one's stopping you.
Feral hog damage to natural ecosystems has been poorly researched, but presumed to be equivalent, if not greater than, agricultural damages, as I reported above. So the natural ecosystem price is as high, if not higher. Are you okay?
I can't stop laughing, and I can only see Kenyon as she's also trying not to laugh, and it just keeps making me laugh.
That was a plural you. Are y'all okay?
We just have to stop. I have to stop looking at her. She's just so fucking funny.
Look at me. Eyes on me. Eyes on me.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Okay. There are over 6 million estimated feral pigs living in at least 39 states, apparently including Hawaii, in the U.S. and 4 Canadian provinces. So if they can live in Canada...
If they can live in Canada, they can live in Minnesota.
They're coming to Minnesota. That. No, they're not.
You just said you wanted
Kentucky.
to see one.
We don't have hogs.
Yet. You just said you wanted to see one. You just finished
I know, I want to see one, but I don't know
exclaiming
if I
your
really-
excitement about them.
Right, but I don't want, I want to see one somewhere else. I don't want to
I don't
see
want
one.
Minnesota to be ruined.
You don't want them to ruin your
Not my neighborhood.
fields.
No feral hogs in my neighborhood.
There are no feral hogs. Oh.
You don't want them to dig up your orchard.
Yeah. My crab apples.
They're starting. They're starting in
No.
Minnesota.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in 2022.
Yeah, man.
Where?
Southern Minnesota, obviously. Probably Rochester area.
Oh, God, they're making their way north.
Who let the hogs out in Southern
Who let the
Minnesota?
hags out?
KDHL radio.
Who let the hags out?
This is going to be so long. Okay.
Okay.
Half of those 6 million estimated feral pigs live in Texas. Half. Where they do about $400 million in damages annually, which I think is not
Half
the same.
of 6 million is 3 million hogs.
Yeah. So they estimate $52 million in damage to the agricultural industry, and then combined, they're estimating about $400 million in damage.
Yeah.
Every year.
They're fucking shit up.
So what kind of damage do these pigs do? Because how dangerous could pigs be?
Oh, they're so aggressive.
Let us count the ways. Here we
Oh,
go.
and they
Number
have the
1.
scariest teeth.
Because they find their food underground with their snouts and their tusks, a group of feral pigs can damage acres of planted fields in just a few nights. Here's a specific example from Smithsonian Magazine. Quote, I have to do the accent because it's
Crikey.
about 50 miles east of Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
A 70-acre field is cratered with holes up to 5 feet wide and 3
5.
feet deep.
Deep.
That's basically a grave.
That's half a grave.
Yeah. Well, we'd like to go 6 feet deep.
It's
Yeah, half the depth.
It's a double wide grave.
It's a double shallow, double wide grave.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever had to dig a hole. I have. It's impossible.
Yeah.
yeah.
No thanks.
My
1
bad.
foot deep. Absolutely not. It took me
Anything more than a
3
flower.
hours and I was pouring sweat
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely not.
to plant a crabapple tree.
Yeah.
Not
Nah.
worth it.
Get a backhoe.
The roots below a huge oak tree shading a creek have been dug out and exposed. Grass has been trampled into paths. Where the grass has been stripped, saplings crowd out the pecan trees that provide food for deer, possums, and other wildlife.
I'm not going to lie. This sounds like a park.
Yeah.
No,
There
it's
are
all bad.
paths in the grass and sapling trees.
But they crowd out the pecan
Yeah,
trees.
I know.
I don't like that.
A farmer wanting to cut his hay could barely run a tractor through here. There's no mistaking what has happened. This field has gone to the hogs.
I'm going to start saying gone to the hogs.
This field has gone to the hogs.
This pair of pants has gone to the hogs.
The gusset in these leggings have gone to the hogs.
Oh, this underwear has gone to the hogs.
I took about 4 Trader Joe's bags of clothes that had gone to the
Gone to the
house to the
hogs.
consignment shop recently.
Goodbye.
Just
other
recycle
night-
it. Just
the other-
recycle the fabric at that point.
The other night I was very high and I couldn't remember the word for donation. And Bill had gone through all of his clothes and I'm very proud. He's bagged up tons of clothes to take to be donated. And then I was going to ask him oh, you packed up all these clothes to be donated, but I couldn't think of it. So I said, to be put up for adoption. And it totally fits.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
Much less of a complicated process than
Less
actual
paperwork,
adoption.
but
Yeah, a
same
lot less
concept.
paperwork.
Less paperwork. What if you had to fill out a little form?
a little tax form.
I promise
Probably
to take
do.
very good
Well, you
care
do
of
when you
these
drop it
Ann
off, you
Taylor
do.
Loft size 8 dress pants.
Oh my God. If you haven't taken Ann Taylor Loft size 8 dress pants to a Goodwill or other donation center, you are not a person. You don't exist.
That is how you know you've become an
Become
adult.
sentient. Yeah,
Yeah.
you drop those Ann Taylor pants. That
Not when you
kept-
buy them. When you donate them.
Yeah, when you
That's
donate.
yeah.
when you become
You've
an adult.
kept them for 7 years
Yep.
without them being able to fit.
Yep.
Past
Thinking, what
a
if I have a
size
job
8?
interview?
It's been a decade since size
At
8.
least.
But she makes a good pair of pants.
Oh,
She does.
gal. Ann Taylor. Our girl Ann.
Don't hang on to those clothes that don't make you feel good about yourself.
Let them go.
I got rid of so
Just
many.
a reminder of the
It was
passage of time.
so funny too, because like I actually, since giving birth, I've like leveled up into like a new awareness of like body positivity. Honestly, like I feel really good actually about my body.
Yeah, because
But-
you've done amazing fucking things with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But going through my closet, it was so funny because it was like size 16, size 14, size 12, size 10, size 8,
Oh, my God.
and some real dusty size 6s.
Oh my God.
They're flared denim,
I
low
think I still
rise
have
flared.
one size 6 dress in a closet that I used to love wearing to weddings, so I like refuse to let it go yet. But I'm never going to fit in that old girl again.
It's okay to keep a few things for sentimental purposes, but I box those up and put them in my storage unit.
I have
Fuck it.
I have a size 6 dress, but I think it was mislabeled. So I'm just I'm keeping it. I'm
that is a
fucking keeping
score.
it. I
No,
know.
you're a size 6, girl.
Yeah. Says
Read
this
the fucking tig.
particular dress.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. Just saying.
Obsessed. And
Don't know.
Taylor Loft.
Anyway, I don't know.
Size 8.
Everybody is an Ann Taylor body.
Everybody.
Okay. So because of the feral pig's, quote, opportunistic omnivorous nature, meaning it
my girl.
eats
When
anything
it
and
can,
everything.
When it can. Yeah.
It'll eat literally anything, including
It's a
like
goat.
human baby that is left
Oh,
lying
yeah,
around.
we'll get
Oh,
to it.
in
Well,
6
kind of.
minutes.
Depends on how hungry it is.
Mm-hmm.
These pigs are a danger to both plants and animals endemic to the area it is invading, using their extra long snouts that are flattened and strengthened on the ends by a plate of cartilage. So it's got like a ramming rod of a
like a
nose.
shovel,
That shit
basically.
grows in like 3 months
Mhm.
in a pig that just wanders into the wilderness.
So, like I said, they can root into the ground as deep as 3 feet.
Truffle babies.
They'll devour or destroy whole fields of sorghum, rice, wheat, soybeans, potatoes, melons, and other fruits, nuts, grass, and hay.
I was listening
Which is like
to
the stuff that's in everything.
Yep.
Like there's sorghum in like literally everything.
And hay, farmers need hay, for
everything.
everything.
crops, major
Yeah.
fucking crops. I was listening to like I think This American Life, whatever,
God bless.
and there was a story about a pet pig who loves eating pumpkins and will like escape their, owner's yard around Halloween and just go and like gorge itself on people's display pumpkins.
They're
Amazing.
jack-o'-lantern.
And people started like all the neighbors like learned about it, so then they started like bringing pumpkins to it to like make pumpkin offerings. And now the owners of the pig, like their whole front yard like just sprouts pumpkins
Because of the seeds.
Yes.
God, that's so cute.
That pig planted that failed to give back on behalf of its feral brothers and sisters.
That's a farmer pig.
That's a farmer,
farmer
pig.
pig.
She has not gone to the hogs.
That pumpkin's gone to the hogs.
The hog.
Hog go singular. Okay. Farmers planting corn have discovered that the hogs go methodically down the rows of the corn during the night, extracting seeds one by one. So they're smart. So they're
Oh, yeah.
deliberate and like fucking
They have a
mean
process.
about it.
Yeah.
I am obsessed.
Hogs erode the soil and muddy streams and other water sources, possibly causing fish kills. So it's
Oh
not
my
even
God.
limited to like what they consume in their
land.
own environment.
They're fucking with
they
the sea
fuck with
and the
everything.
lakes. Oh my
They disrupt native vegetation and make it easier for invasive plants to take hold. The hogs claim any food set out for livestock and occasionally eat the livestock as well.
Good God.
Especially lambs, kids, and calves. They also eat such wildlife as deer and quail, and then feast on the eggs of endangered sea turtles.
They will eat anything.
Anything.
Sea turtles.
Yeah.
Eggs. The fucking eggs.
They don't give a shit. Why would they care? Protein.
Free egg.
Feral pigs have been determined to be potential hosts for at least 34 pathogens that can be transmitted to livestock, wildlife, and humans.
They're gross.
For commercial pig farmers, great concern exists that some of the hogs could be a vector for swine fever to return to the U.S., which has been extinct in America since 1978. So swine fever,
Y'all, if we
not
get
the
swine
same as
fever
swine
back-
flu.
No,
Not the
it's
same.
worse. The swine flu and the avian flu, those are strains that come through all the fucking time.
This is, it's enough to completely collapse the pork industry. Feral pigs could also present an imminent threat to non-biosecure domestic pig facilities because of their likeliness to harbor and spread pathogens, particularly the protozoan parasite called Sarcocystis, which can cause gastrointestinal issues in humans. So it's enough to be a complete recall of the whole industry.
Yeah.
Like, feral pigs, like I said, are also super smart because the smart ones evade being killed, so the generations only get smarter. They also have really, I don't think I put this in my notes, but it's described as really plastic, as in like malleable
Brains.
genetics.
Oh, okay. So they evolve quickly.
They evolve
and
real
learn new.
quick. Yep.
Ooh.
They
We're gonna be
evolve
replaced
really
by
quickly.
feral hogs.
Yeah.
Soon.
The cockroach and feral hogs are going to survive.
Yeah.
And
honestly,
apparently,
fair. Fair
fungi.
enough.
Super fair. The humans have fucking squandered every precious resource we've ever had
I feel
on
like
Earth.
I'd honestly rather live in a world that was just feral hogs and mushrooms.
That'd be so cool.
Have you watched The Last of Us yet?
No. I played the game, though.
The show, I've only watched the first episode because as we record this, there's only been one episode. It is horrifying, and I got super stoned before I watched the first episode, and like the first
Is it about feral hogs
the
and
first
mushrooms?
4
No.
minutes. No, it's about global.
It's like an apocalypse show.
It's kind of like The Walking Dead apocalyptic, but basically fungus has taken over.
It's based off of
Anything-
an amazing video game.
Anything apocalyptic, just shoot it into my veins.
You'll love it. You will love it.
Love that stuff.
You will love it,
I want to
but
know
this-
everything about the world. Paint a picture.
Yeah,
And then burn it
supposed
down.
to be fucking amazing. You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it. And
It's on
like-
HBO,
and
right?
it's like it's like the early days, like you like Kenyon.
I love it.
It's like day one
Yes.
of when everything started going down.
Put her in the world of apocalypse.
Get in
This
my
is why this girl
veins.
thrived in COVID.
I love it.
I mean, I loved
Love
having a
mass destruction.
solid excuse to not leave my house for like the foreseeable future.
It's not
Those
safe.
early days of COVID were amazing.
Except for the fucking extrovert Zooms that were imposed upon us.
No. I don't need to see you.
I had a few of those.
You've made that clear.
Zach pushed a few of those on me, and then I just started to pop in. I started
You're
to be like,
busy.
yeah.
That was me and Bill. I would have Zooms and he would just stick his head in and then go in another room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like talking to my friends.
Okay.
I can talk. I can text. I don't need to see you.
You're looking at us right now.
This
This
was
is
your
work.
decision.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Okay. Anyway, I'm moving
I
on.
often want to forego the Skype.
Okay, so these pigs have no natural predators, and currently there are no legal poisons that can be used to kill them because you can't guarantee that only the pigs are going to eat the poison.
Right.
It's just not legal
Too dangerous.
to poison them.
Yeah, pets or even fucking people could stumble across that shit.
Yeah, so there's like a widespread practice of like officials using helicopters and like automatic weapons to just fly around and shoot them out of the sky.
Shot the shit out of a bunch of pigs in Barcelona, and people like freaked out because the cops were like shooting pigs.
Yeah, they do it all over.
Yeah.
A lot in Texas.
Yeah.
It's an industry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so in terms of how many pigs there are, I have some math for you. So sows begin breeding at 6 to 8 months of age and have 2 litters of 4 to 8 piglets every 12 to 15 months during a lifespan of 4 to 8 years. So they could conceivably have, well, average would be around 50 babies per pig, per female pig in their lifetime.
And if half of those 50 are sows,
and actually, I think it's more than that, because when I did this math independently, I forgot that it says have 2 litters of 4 to 8 piglets every 12 to 15 months. So it's maybe twice that much.
They could basically make 16 piglets a year, and they live for about 8 years, let's say.
4 to 8
everything.
years.
Yeah, if we maximize everything, then they make 16 babies a year for like 7 years, because the first year they're becoming of fuckable age.
Not even six months.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah. So
that is too many pigs.
that maths into very high math very quickly.
I don't like it.
it's just a lot of pigs. It's a fucking lot of pigs. So you can
too
see
many
why
pigs.
their population is exploding out of control.
Yeah.
It doesn't take, like we said, it doesn't take many generations for a once domestic line of pigs to become scary feral hogs. Oh, this is what I said. The animals are, quote, plastic in their physical and behavioral makeup, says wild hog expert John Mayer.
No way!
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Your body is a hoggerland.
This John Mayer is of the Savannah River National Laboratory in South Carolina, but I'm going to picture him as John Mayer.
With just telling us feral hog facts with a acoustic guitar.
Hashtag feral hog facts.
Sows be good to your brothers.
Your body is a feral hog.
Pigs become feral.
Yuck.
Turn into wild hogs. Attack Shakira and Barcelona.
Okay. Most domestic pigs have sparse coats, as we've been talking about, but descendants of escapees grow thick, bristly hair in colder environments.
Like southern Minnesota.
Stop!
Dark-skinned pigs are more likely than pale-skinned pigs to survive in the wild and pass along their genes.
That's because pale-skinned pigs
They get
sunburned.
Yeah. They could literally get like melanomas and shit.
Well, it's also because they're nocturnal animals.
Mm.
So they just
Blend
do
in.
better if they have darker skin at night when they're active.
Yep. Hunting and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting and shitting.
Wild hogs develop curved, quote-unquote, tusks that are actually the teeth that are as long as 7 inches.
It ain't right.
And when you have a domestic pig, they remove that. So, like, the pigs that are born not
It's
domestic
like bred out and
will
cut off
develop
and-
those tusks.
Big old tusks. They'll fuck you up.
The 2 teeth on top are called wetters or
No.
grinders.
No.
And the 2 on the bottom are called cutters.
Absolutely not.
And
No.
so as they like chew on shit, those cutters get really fucking sharp.
No.
Also, do not Google wild hog attack. Don't do it.
No. Do it right now.
Well, you're going to see a lot of
click.
domestic animals getting fucking annihilated by wild hogs. Don't do it.
Sad.
You're not going to want
Ooh,
to do it.
that is a grown man.
You're not going to want to do it. Okay. Males that reach sexual maturity develop shields of dense tissue on their shoulders that grow harder and thicker, so up to 2 inches thick with age, so that protects them from fights. They basically develop shoulder shields. Not even shoulder pads. Not even.
Yeah.
They're shoulder shields. It's just solid.
Yeah, well, if all their fucking territorial brethren have cutters and tusks.
Yeah, well,
You better build up some calluses to keep your teeth from piercing your vital organs.
Ick. Okay.
Go!
This is amazing. I have so much respect for feral hogs.
I'm shook.
Y'all,
Yeah.
I don't have a lot more, but there's a little more interesting stuff. Feral hogs range from about 150 to 200 pounds, but they can get as big as 400 fucking pounds each.
I'm dropping some crazy hog pics on the drive.
Great. Hog pics.
Yo,
Hashtag
these
hog
are
pics.
send me your hog pics.
Ew. Now
My
accepting
DMs are
hog
open
pics.
for hog pics. I'm just gonna Google crazy hog pics.
Okay, well-fed pigs, like in captivity, develop large, wide skulls, whereas those in the wild with a limited diet grow smaller, narrower skulls with longer snouts, which are more useful for the rooting. Wild pigs have poor eyesight but really good hearing and an acute sense of smell. They can detect odors up to 7 miles away or up to 25 feet underground.
Nope.
Hence the truffle pig thing.
Yeah. But also, no thank you.
Okay, this is my least favorite fact. Given how freaky they are, they can run about 30 miles per hour in bursts. So not only all of this, they're fucking fast. They're really fucking fast when they want to be. How disgusting is that?
That is
They're like zombies.
They're like scuttling.
They're like
30.
They're like 28 days later running.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adult.
I
yeah.
love them.
Can't be in Minnesota. They can't.
Do it.
Yeah, you thought you had it bad with those turkeys in Northeast. Mm-mm.
Do it.
Adult males are solitary, but females travel in groups of up to 50 individuals. And like I said, they're nocturnal.
50?
While the girls take care of all the babies.
There's so many feral hogs out there, y'all.
Mm-hmm. So like I said earlier, these pigs are hunted by people on the ground and from helicopters. I would hope that most of these pigs are recovered and used for food. But there's another little cottage industry that has arisen from the feral pig issue. And that's essentially dog pageants. They're called bay
Come
trials.
again?
The dogs. They have
Not
pageants.
hog pageants.
Dogs.
Dog pageants.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're called
okay.
bay trials.
So bad.
Named for the bay dogs that chase down and bay as using as a verb.
Like
so
hunt.
they bay the pigs. They basically corner the pig and then stare it down.
Oh, they're
and
like border collies with sheep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Until the hunter catches up and then kills the pig.
My Welsh feral hog.
Yep.
Oh, my Welsh sheep hog.
So there are, like I said, there's pageants, there's contests. And at these contests, a dog is put in a pen with a wild pig and they use their skills to basically corner it and stare it down for like a certain amount of time. There's like ways you score points. You get points taken
The
away for
stakes
like
are way higher than with
distractions.
sheep herding.
That's way too high. Those
so the
stakes.
dogs are not allowed to actually catch the pig or like hurt or kill the pig, or else it's
No, I'm worried about the
disqualified.
dog.
Right.
Because the pigs are so dangerous, they don't want this to happen, was my next sentence.
Right.
It's for the preservation of the dogs because the pigs will fuck them up.
Well, I just put a bunch of hog pics up on the drive.
Great.
They are terrifying.
So, my God.
The one with the teeth on the gate with the blood.
Did you put it in your folder?
No, it's just floating around in the main folder. I'm gonna make y'all one.
fucking ick. That one chewing on that grate.
Yeah, the one with the deep set eyes.
Well, they really start to look like warthogs at a certain point.
Yeah.
They got tusks.
We stayed at a hotel
Ew.
once
The
in
brow
Zimbabwe
line.
that just had a whole bunch of warthogs just wandering on the grounds of the hotel.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's fine during the day, but like at night, you should probably be careful walking back to your room.
They're nocturnal.
Mind the hogs.
Yeah.
Bring pepper spray.
The hogs.
So bay trials, these pageants, are pretty big in rural Texas, and the legality of these events is disputed for pretty obvious reasons. It's essentially cockfighting.
I was gonna say it sounds similar to cockfighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. Doesn't seem altogether safe.
No.
for either animal, but like especially the dog.
But like it wasn't until the mid
The boom, the hag boom.
mid 20th century where these pigs actually became a huge issue.
Right.
So legislation hasn't really had time to catch up.
Yeah, it's happening now.
It's happening really rapidly right now.
Well,
So for now,
I
researchers
want you both to know that, like, if I ever have to, like, go into witness protection or whatever,
you're going as a hog.
this life might be the life for me. Like,
The
something to
feral
do.
hog. You didn't choose the
a
feral
dog
hog life.
pageant director with bay pigs, bay
Not with
pigging,
dogs.
bay of pigs.
Not with dog, unless it was just, you know, like, herding the pigs and the dogs could never get hurt.
Yeah, but then you have to follow them and then jab the knife in and kill the pig.
That'd be tough. I don't know. I'm drawn to the hogs.
I
I don't know. I'm drawn to the hogs.
I can't explain it.
You
I'm
guys-
drawn to the hogs.
I'm mighty into
think
I
duck
duck feral
calls.
hogs now.
Think of the feral hogs.
into duck calls and feral hogs.
Okay, the last sentence that I have. For now, researchers are working on a type of hog birth control that will help control the populations. Again, the problem is making it into something that only the hogs will eat and then making sure the hogs will eat it.
It's probably hard to catch, snip, and release millions and millions and millions
There
of
is no
eggs.
trap, neuter, release program for this.
Ugh.
Experts think that an effective poison is still 5 to 10 years away. So
We're in this.
we're in this. This is
for a
where we
while.
are. That's some background about feral hogs.
It was everything I wanted it to be and more.
Oh,
It
good.
was so much scarier than I wanted it to be.
There's a lot of
and
information out there.
Yeah.
I'm upset. Great.
All right, let's
Cool.
hear a quick word from our sponsors.
Okay.
feralhogs.extension.net.
Hogbags.com.
It was a .org. Oh, whatever.
Quote, y'all. I'm going to hit you with a quote. After 10 years of anxiety, I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, end quote. That is a testimonial from Mind Bloom customer Molly. 10 years. Think about that. That's a decade. If you don't live with anxiety and depression, first of all, congratulations. Second
Yeah,
of all,
how?
How? Third of all, it's easy to just look at someone, maybe even someone you love, and wonder why they can't just like snap out of it. Just get up, get going, do what you gotta do, fix yourself. Like, those are not helpful things to say to someone who's struggling. Just FYI. But like, you also might be wondering about this for yourself. Like, why can't I move forward? Maybe you need a little bit more support. Maybe you need a little bit more help. You see others living their life when you'd settle for one day without the feeling of everything collapsing in on you. I know the feeling. It's really hard, but it doesn't have to be that way. Mind Bloom knows this and they can help. Tell us how.
Mind Bloom is the leader in at-home ketamine therapy for people looking for a new way to treat their anxiety and depression. They combine science-backed medicine with a guided treatment plan that is both affordable and fast-acting. To begin, take Mind Bloom's online assessment and schedule a video consult with a licensed psychiatric clinician. If approved, you'll work with Mind Bloom on your specific treatment plan, and you'll be mailed a customized kit complete with medicine, a journal, and treatment materials. After only 2 sessions, 87% of Mind Bloom clients reported improvements in depression, and 85% reported improvements in anxiety. It's time to enter your next chapter in mental health and well-being. Achieve transformational outcomes with Mind Bloom.
Right now, Mind Bloom is offering our listeners $100 off your first 6-session program when you sign up at mindbloom.com/gals and use promo code GALS at checkout. Go to mindbloom.com/gals, promo code GALS for $100 off your first 6-session program today. That's mindbloom.com/gals, promo code GALS, and treat your mental health.
Treat it.
All right. Well, you guys.
I can't.
Mini microphone. So,
No.
as feral hog populations in the U.S. have grown, particularly in the southeastern states, and I'm
The
saying
warm
this from
states.
Kentucky.
Southwestern,
Or
too.
Southeast
Just the whole
Minnesota.
South. All the South.
A culture of hunting the animals has developed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the pics that I'm kind of bummed. I wanted to put on the drive for size, so you could see the size of them, but like the only ones where you can see the size compared to a person are where they had been killed.
They're attacking them.
Yeah, well, or they're being hunted. Like it was like a hunter posing with his. I'm saying the photos I was seeing.
A lot of them.
Well, there's a
have to be
photo that
hunted.
there's a photo that you put on the drive of someone being like
attacked on
tusked by a
yeah.
hog.
I just didn't want to put a bunch of pictures of dead hogs on the drive. That's the only reason I didn't add that.
We won't.
If you're gonna hunt something, you should probably
Hunt a
hunt
hog.
some feral hogs. But
Yes.
there's a way to do it ethically, and we will get to it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
feral hog hunting regulations vary widely by state, although most states that have a feral hog population allow at least some amount of hunting of the animals with a permit.
Okay.
Some states consider the hogs to be such a problem that they don't even bother to regulate hunting at all because any hunting of them is good.
Mm-hmm.
So in Colorado, for example, hogs can be hunted year-round without a permit.
Get them out of here.
Get them out.
Bye-bye, hog.
Mhm.
Goodbye, Earl.
Bye-bye, hog.
New Mexico goes so far as to state on their Fish and Game Department's website, quote, hunting this alien invader is encouraged.
Wow.
This alien invader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oy, guy.
So go whole hog in New Mexico.
That's a little
Fuck.
dramatic.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
However, many states have stricter regulations, and hunters occasionally run afoul of these state laws.
Run a hog.
In Missouri, in 2017, an alleged, quote, multi-county feral hog hunting ring
Yes, I love a good ring.
was discovered, which involved hogs being illegally released in the state specifically for the purposes of hunting.
What?
So this is where it
like
gets
to become feral, or it was like already feral hogs
to
being
become
released?
feral.
Because how
Shut
would they
the fuck up.
trap feral
Well,
already
that's why
feral
that's why I'm
hogs?
wondering if they were just
Hogs.
doing a weird giant
No.
trap
So this is where it's like extra fucked up because
because they're making more hogs.
they're making the feral hog population worse so that it's kind of like,
it's like
instead
fucking
of-
trophy hunting.
yeah, instead of just like going fishing, it's like shooting fish in a barrel
Mm-hmm.
if we had a
Mhm.
fish problem. It's not the perfect metaphor.
We get it. It's bad. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're nailing it.
Thanks. Okay.
Was it for like on a game farm where like
Nope. We'll get to it. So,
So they're probably like, it's like in New Orleans, someone just plopping pigs in the swamp, knowing that they would within a few months just join all the other feral pigs that are in the swamp.
I'm
already.
just wondering who profits off of this, which was why I thought it was like a game farm situation.
my
Okay.
whole case is focusing on this hunting situation.
Great.
So all
Love
your
it.
all your answers will
Answers
be
will be
questioned.
questioned. All your answers will be questioned.
That is how this podcast works.
Okay. So
Have no fear. All your questions will be questioned.
All your answers will be questioned.
So, a 25-year-old man named Michael L. Bennett was
Michael Hoare Bennett.
arrested in the case. So this is a case again in Missouri in 2017. Was arrested in the case and charged with 7 misdemeanor counts of, quote, release of swine to live in the wild or feral state.
Release the swine.
Each count of which carried a potential sentence of a year in jail and a $2,000 fine. So he was facing
shit.
7 years in prison.
Wow.
Serious time.
Missouri is not as plagued by wild hogs as the states farther south are. And according to the Missouri Department of Conservation, the MDC, the number of wild pigs in the state is unknown. However, a report compiled by a Mark Twain National Forest publication in the same year, in 2017, told a slightly different story, estimating that there were actually between 20,000 and 30,000 feral hogs in the state
We
of
do have
Missouri.
hog numbers. Don't lie.
We got
have
some
hog numbers.
but
We got them hog
they
numbers.
range widely because just 3 years later, in a later source, it put the population in Missouri to be closer to 100,000.
Well, and now we know that baby math. They could have been having 18 babies a year
In 3
for
years.
fucking 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, maybe both reports were accurate.
My God.
Accurate.
I err on the side of more hogs
Yeah.
for my own benefication.
Although the actual number of hogs in the state is apparently unclear, what is certain is that Missouri is very much discourages the hunting of feral hogs. Residents that spot the animal are instead encouraged to report the sighting to the government rather than engage with the animal themselves.
Do not
Well-
engage the hogs.
If you're going to engage with like a hammer, you're not going to
Jesus
come out
Christ.
well.
Right. If you engage
They're
with
dead
an
hammer versus
AK-47, you're probably fine.
They're tight though. They're
Hammer
shoulder
versus
shoulder
hog
plates.
world out there. Oh, I forgot about those.
And the
Oh, hate
7-inch
those.
sharpened tusks.
Yeah.
No,
Basically,
Don't fuck with a pig. Don't fuck with a pig.
Basically, the state of Missouri is a little bit behind the times in terms of like figuring out how to manage hunting these
the hogs.
So
Them hogs.
I don't think I ever thought that would be a sentence that I would say out loud.
The hogs.
The state of Missouri
The
is
hogs.
Behind the times when it comes to hunting the hogs. Let's just say
And
they're
you
hog hunting.
Can quote
has
me
a-
on that.
And you can quote me on that.
You can take
Let's
that
just
to
say-
the bank.
Their hog hunting has gone to the hogs.
My
Okay.
epitaph will read: the state of Missouri
Missouri.
is behind the times.
Missouri.
Missouri.
The state of Missouri. I, Justice T. Butterfield, do declare that the state of Missouri is behind the times when it comes to the area
Of hunting
of hog
hogs.
hunting.
Of the hogs.
Of hog hunting.
Hog management.
Hog management, hog hunting.
Okay. There's
Which
so
led us to establish the Department of Hog Management.
Hog maintenance is very
much.
important.
The DHM.
Department of
The
Hog Maintenance.
MDHM. Not to be confused with MDMA.
Oh, no.
Or to be. Could be helpful.
Okay.
We don't know yet.
There's
Reeling
literally
those hogs.
so many more opportunities for this accent in my case. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Let's not blow our Lord.
Oh.
All right. So the 2017 Feral Hog Hunting Ring was
The Hog
discovered
Hunting Society.
after the Missouri Department of Conservation, the MDC, was notified of 2 feral hogs that had been killed by a farmer on private property.
Not 2 hogs.
The MDC agents responded to the scene
To
And
the
they-
roast.
Throw.
to the
To the suckling
hoot nanny.
scene.
Oh, nanny. They responded to the barbecue.
are they slow roasted? You gotta pick.
They
master.
followed the smell trail
I brought
to
my
the
own
suckling
sauce.
pig.
I got hot sauce in my bag.
I gotta sauce this sow.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, you guys! I'm gonna be fucking hungover tomorrow. Okay,
Because of the hog.
okay. So these agents discovered something unexpected.
Guests.
The hogs had USDA tags in their ears.
Oh.
And these were traced to a stockyard in Shannon County, Missouri.
No.
It's always Shannon.
No, Shannon, Missouri.
Further investigation revealed that Bennett, this guy that is up on charges, had purchased
This fucking guy.
had purchased the 2 hogs from a stockyard in addition to 5 others. So he bought 7 fucking normal ass hogs
With to release.
USDA tags in their ears, and then
Son of a bitch.
Normal ass hogs.
Quit touching my normal ass hog.
Kenyon's editorializing is my favorite thing.
It's pretty spot on.
what?
Pretty good. These 2 normal ass hogs.
They bought 2 like normal ass hogs.
Just want to make sure we're clear. We're on the same page.
We're clear.
So,
Just make sure we're clear.
is this my new favorite episode?
It's the best episode we've ever done.
We're getting there.
So we just bought these two normal ass hogs. Then what happened?
Okay.
Don't leave his hog hanging.
Fucking yuck.
I hate hay.
When
Oh no! Oh no!
This is how I know it's gonna get fucking wackier.
Oh,
Is when she's already losing it.
Wheezing.
okay. When asked explicitly by an MDC agent if he had been buying hogs and releasing them for hunting, Bennett responded, and I quote, we know Ewans don't want us hunting around here.
No,
Ewans.
that's not what happened.
What did he mean by that?
It can't be.
He knows it's deny. He knows he's been caught.
We know you have a problem with it.
It's
but
ain't.
So we didn't do it.
We know Ewans don't want us hunting around here. He went on to confess that he had, in fact, been illegally hunting feral hogs, but denied that the pigs he purchased had been for that purpose. Instead,
They just got away.
literally, that is
Let
literally,
me alone.
that is literally
Let me
his
alone.
excuse.
No.
Instead, claiming that he'd bought them intending to fatten them up and then slaughter them, but they'd escaped from a pen on his property.
Oh.
When it was explained to him that pig pens on private property need to meet certain regulations to prevent such escapes, he responded, I thought it did, but it's rinky-dink.
I love this man so much.
It's rinky dink.
It's rinky-dink.
It's rinky-dink.
It's rinky dink.
I need
Just super dismissive
to move
of your
to the south.
own work.
Yeah,
At
that's ranky-dink.
It's rinky dink.
At the time of the initial reporting on Bennett's arrest, the 5 other hogs he had purchased at the stockyard were still at large and believed to be roaming the Missouri wilderness.
No.
No.
Fucking each other. Making
Yeah.
a whole colony.
Making more hogs.
Fuck.
Nothing but hogs.
I
Oops,
hate
all
hanging
hogs.
Oops, all.
Who let the hogs out?
Fuck.
Michael L. Bennett. In 2021, a follow-up report on Bennett's case by Farm Journal,
Riveting.
a lovely publication, revealed more details about his alleged hog hunting ring.
Yeah,
Hog
again,
hunting
who was profiting
hierarchy.
off of this?
Michael L. Bennett.
Yeah,
But he's buying the hogs.
Yes, but then he's setting up a hog hunting business, like a.
So, Lucy, like you said, it's like a game preserve for hogs.
But it's not
He does-
even on his own land? Is that
Probably
what's
not.
illegal
He's
about
probably
this?
releasing it outside of his own land, but it's probably not
He's
his
got
fucking
some
land.
land.
How are you
but
going to
yeah.
control the hogs?
You're not.
Exactly,
You're not.
you're
But
not.
if they have enough,
He's illegal anyway.
It's a
Food.
rinky-dink operation.
Yeah, a little
If
bit.
people are paying him to hunt hogs, though, he's making money.
Yeah.
It ain't that rinky
it's not
dink.
Yeah,
that
they're all
expensive
gonna
to buy
escape.
7 hogs.
What's a hog cost these days, Michael? $10.
Beg to differ. It's probably quite expensive to buy 7 hogs.
Pork is crazy expensive right now. So are eggs. Every grocery is.
Eggs.
Eggs.
Okay. Anyway,
Hell of a
according
time to
this-
have eggs.
Sorry, this has now become the Farm Journal podcast.
The millennial boomers talk about how expensive groceries are podcast. Sorry about it.
How much does a hog cost?
Cost. If a wood hog could hog wood.
According to this article, which I got a lot of my information from my favorite
Like
publication.
$750.
Expensive.
Not
That's a lot.
that
It's
bad.
a lot, but not like out of the realm of affordability.
Imagine
For an individual hog.
10 hogs at $750 a pop, right?
That's a lot of money.
$7,500 bucks.
Yeah.
That's
kinda-
nothing
right?
if you got a thriving hog hunting
How
business.
fun.
But how
Fun
much is
business.
anyone gonna pay to come to your land to hunt pigs?
A lot of
People-
money.
People
Not
pay
that
a lot of
much.
money.
Not that
That's
much.
like 2 bachelor party weekends.
Yeah, people do pay a lot of money, especially if it's like a thing you're not supposed to
Yeah,
hunt
it's
that you're getting.
illegal.
It's like a special. People would pay for
They
that.
could go
fuck else are
they
one
doing
in
state,
Missouri?
one
Yeah.
state south, and do it for free.
They don't
I
know that,
but
though.
they don't know that.
Okay.
They may not know that.
I think it's stupid.
It is stupid. No one's arguing that it's not stupid. It is stupid.
'Kay.
But stupid people who want to hunt wild pigs will pay.
Well, I'm gonna guess that this guy ended up being real fucking stupid. So I'll let
Let's go.
Kenyon finish her story.
Well,
Oh,
according
hell.
to this article, Bennett had actually purchased 8 pigs from the stockyard and split the cost with a friend of his named Nathan Wolf, which I thought was very funny that there's like a wolf hunting pigs.
In Nathan's clothing.
There's a, you get it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
There's
yeah.
a thing there.
Big bad wolf.
We got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah.
Super
According
cute.
to
Yeah, great
Bennett,
job.
the same night that he made the purchase, he slaughtered one of the pigs and put the other 7, which all had, again, the ear tags, in a pen next to his abode, which is a trailer.
Okay.
This pen was made using 2x4 wire, which had been wrapped around 3 trees to sort of kind of half-assedly
Corral.
make a triangle-shaped enclosure.
For the pigs.
Duh.
When Bennett woke up the next morning, he realized this enclosure had not been secure enough to contain the pigs.
Oh, no.
Quote, I was upset because the pigs escaped and I lost a lot of money.
I lost a lot of pigs.
But I didn't have no idea I was fixing to be the #1 example of illegal hunting for the whole damn state. End quote.
Oh, not on my watch.
I wouldn't think that feral hogs would be like a
This dramatic.
high stakes endangered species, environmentally sensitive animal.
No, the
I think
issue
they're just a
Missouri.
dangerous. They're just a dangerous predator
is
that you could
he
potentially
is
hunt.
creating a worse
A market
hog population by
Mhm.
releasing these store-bought
sport.
hogs.
store-bought hogs
Yeah.
for sport.
Yeah. Like they want the hog hunting to take care of the population. They don't want hog hunting to become an industry that makes the population
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't want to add to the problematic
Right.
population.
Mhm.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
So he went on to insist that, quote, common sense should tell people something is off with the way the government tried to make me look.
Yeah, something's off, all right.
The government and independent journalism.
I ain't no choir boy, but I never did nothing they said. I believe they wanted to make an example out of me, and all they needed was suspicion instead of facts. But they sent the facts to hell.
Oh,
Where
damn.
Facts belong.
Also, Trump won the election.
Yeah, the election was stolen,
Stolen.
and I got the hogs to prove it.
And I got the My Pillow guy to prove it.
So the owner of the stockyard where Bennett had purchased the pigs, a man named Todd Hornback.
Razorback.
No.
We got it. What is happening in Missouri, y'all?
No, Missouri, are you okay?
No.
No,
Revealed
they're
that
not.
he had also been implicated in the conspiracy through no fault of his own.
No.
Quote, they were there from the get-go, assuming I was involved in a wild pig scheme.
A scheme involving wild pigs or a wild scheme involving pigs?
Involving
You know,
pig.
Both.
Wild,
Yes, and.
wild pig scheme.
Wow.
I know exactly what was happening because they assumed I was a criminal and was part of some crazy gang buying wild pigs from other criminals and then selling the wild pigs in my barn to people who were secretly releasing them.
I'm not going to lie. That's what I thought.
That's oddly specific.
Yeah.
That's
He ends by saying,
it's exactly what we thought.
kind of like a network.
Yeah.
End quote.
Kind of like a crime ring.
But how I actually did it was X, Y, and Z.
But you're all wrong. I did it this way.
According to Hornback, he told the MDC agents who interviewed him that their theory of the crime made no sense. As the
Don't make no sense.
As the hogs in question were not wild pigs, but a distinctive domestic breed called mulefoots.
Oh,
They genetically tested. That is smart.
That are rare and highly valued for their meat.
Yeah.
Meaning it would be
Y'all.
highly illogical to spend money on them and then purposely set them free.
Unless you
Said
were a
it.
complete idiot.
Is that it?
Unlike feral hogs, mulefoots have small litters and reach reproductive maturity late, meaning that Bennett's pigs would have been extremely unlikely to establish any sort of robust wild pig population.
Wow.
So at least
what a
there's
good
that.
lawyer. That's a good lawyer right there.
Elaborating on the ridiculousness of the MDC's charges, Hornback stated, quote, "They fingered me as the middleman selling wild game. Craziest shit I seen in my life."
We gotta not use that phrase anymore. He fingered me.
I'm doubling down on fingers.
It's disgusting.
I'll finger him. I'll finger you.
That's why
I'll
it's
finger
so
Kenyon
good.
on the toilet.
He fingered me.
He fingered me in an illogical scheme.
And I feel like the only people who use it non-ironically anymore
In a
are
house
like
game.
are just
really
are like old, gross
homophobic
white
old
men.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they're like they don't wipe their ass because they think it's gay.
Yeah, but they
But they
use
say
fingered
fingered
as a term
freely.
all day long.
Yeah. Ain't nothing gay about being fingered.
I was fingered.
I nothing gay about being fingered in a house
I was
game.
fingered in '69.
Joe Biden fingered me for this shit. All right.
Ain't no shame.
I've been
Joe
fingered by
Biden
6 ex-presidents.
Joe Biden fingered me.
Fingered my.
Why, Joe Biden? Why'd you finger him?
Why'd you finger Hornback, Todd
We
Hornback?
did it, Joe.
Joe, stop fingering young people.
No.
Okay. He continues. Who in the hell
Yes, he
sneaks
does.
around to pay extra for mulefoots out of a sale barn and then releases them into the woods to go feral? And who in the hell
And another thing.
hogs into the woods and then leaves them ear tags in place?
And
I love
finally-
this quote.
is he fucking done?
These were all of my questions.
I know.
He's hitting every single
point.
note.
Every fingered
Every
note.
point I had.
The lawyer who took on Bennett's case agreed, quote, "MDC wants to stomp the hell out of a backwoods guy who likes to hunt hogs and fits the profile of a poster child." Those are the same thing, sir. Because he has past deer violations.
It's a conspiracy.
Brian Fairfield, whatever his name is. Free Brian Hathaway.
Free Brian Hathaway. Fairfield.
I don't know.
Would anyone on a jury believe he's gonna pay $235 for 8 pigs? Oh my God, we've been overpaying for our pigs.
Who's your pig guy? You were paying way too much for
$235
pigs.
was the price?
For
Per
8?
pig? For 8?
Well,
Not even per pig.
That's like
For-
the cost of pork at the grocery store.
for
Holy
8 of these
shit.
expensive pigs, the mulefoots.
What is that per pig?
What
That's
year
not a very
was this?
expensive pig.
2017.
She's got a fact.
Time
Time
swine
money
converter.
Time swine.
Swine money converter.
I'm dead.
Swine money. Are you
It
fucking
needs to
serious?
exist for our purposes.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Swine money converter. Okay.
I can't.
But we
I'm
have been
sorry.
overpaying for our pigs.
You are way overpaying for your pigs.
So-
Big guy.
I'm sobbing.
All right.
You're paying way too much for pigs.
So who would believe that he left in the ear tag so they would basically broadcast this here is Michael Bennett's pig, end quote.
Oh, he's not wrong.
When it came time to prepare for Bennett's trial, the MDC agent who had spearheaded the investigation and who was also the prosecution's star witness seemed to lose confidence in his initial conclusions.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
About Bennett and the illegal hog hunting, stating under oath, quote, they escaped, they got out, they, whatever, how it happened, I don't know. And
Well, that's a quote.
that's the star witness.
This man.
Say it
quote.
again. Say it again. The star witness's quote.
Quote.
No, this is the man. This is Mac.
This is
Michael.
the star
Oh,
witness.
Bennett.
No.
Oh,
This is the star witness for the prosecution, an MDC agent. A quote. They escaped. They got out. They, whatever, however it happened, I don't know. End quote.
Great job, my dude.
star with it.
You
I
know
don't
what?
However the fuck
I
it
don't
happened.
know,
I don't
whatever.
fucking know. I gotta go.
Happened. Can I go?
Can
Yeah,
I
but
please
how-
say?
Do you validate parking?
I lost all my money hog hunting. I can't afford this garage.
So, following this implosion of their main witness, the prosecution basically had no choice but to drop the charges against Michael L. Bennett.
Yeah, they didn't have a case.
They folded like a house of cards.
Folded like
a
house of cards.
Shake pig pen.
Like some wire trussed up between three trees.
Exactly. It's not up to code.
Know what I mean?
A press statement released by the prosecutor following the disastrous deposition states, quote, a jury would likely see this as an accidental escape.
Yeah, we don't have a chance here. We're gonna move on.
Oh my God. Honestly, there's another case in Alabama, but like this episode is so long already that I feel like we should just wrap it up here.
Great. I didn't know you were gonna do two.
I didn't think it would take us this long.
My God. We're approaching hour 2 of Feral Hog.
So anyway, that's my case.
Amazing. I want every one of that guy's quotes on merch. I don't care what it, especially the really long one.
I want the star witness quote on a tote.
Done. However, it
Maybe I'll do
happened.
this second Feral Hog hunting case
As a drunk dive. Do it.
Yeah. Save
Do
it. Save it.
Save it. Save it.
Stretch
save
this shit out.
Oh my
Right.
God.
So there you go.
Oh, you made me literally have to cross my legs, not piss.
Yeah.
I haven't cried that hard for happiness in a really long time.
I knew this episode was gonna
It's amazing.
bring me a lot of joy.
Fuck
but
me up.
It's
Oh,
amazing.
man.
Okay,
right.
well, let's hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll get to my case. Are you ready to get fingered again with my case?
Yeah.
I am losing it.
This is so stupid. I can't. This is
again.
Fingered again. This was written in my notes. Here we go. I am just in hog heaven that we are finally doing my gal's pick.
Me too. After over a year.
I have been begging
2.
for this ever since 2 years. Ever since Kenyon put every single holiday on our calendars.
Every international
year.
holiday.
Every year, International Wild Hog Month.
It was
or
every
Feral Hog
single
Month.
national holiday every day I'd get multiple alerts.
Oh, yeah.
And then
That's what I did.
also every Orthodox
This is what I
holiday.
did. It's
All right.
everything.
This is what happened.
And how
Here's
do we
how we
fix
got
it?
hogs.
How do we
created
fix it?
our company Google Calendar, which we have used approximately 3 times in 5 years. And
how do I stop using it? It pops up every day.
I'm forced to use it.
Every day.
In doing so, I read that to create a
There were consequences.
social media content calendar to be professional.
Sure.
You
We did
should
need that.
Try to schedule posts around holidays. So I just went through all of the federally
Toggled on
recognized
every federally
holiday.
recognized holiday
And
in existence.
Orthodox
internationally.
holidays.
Yeah.
I get the most
Internationally.
random holiday notifications.
Feral Hog Month.
Well, it paid off,
Month.
didn't it?
It sure did. So every year around Feral Hog Month, I would send that trusty text.
Can
saying,
the operative
"Hey,
word be
y'all."
off?
Hey, y'all, can we finally do Feral Hog Crimes this year? Well, I tried to slip it in for a live show.
You
Honestly,
didn't
we should've.
casually slip it in. No,
And
this
now
is so
I
much
have
better.
forced it in.
This is so much better.
amazing. I'm thrilled
All right, take
with
it
the
away.
results of this.
All right.
So, 2021 was a weird year. She brought us the famous Bernie Sanders mittens photo. Trump was officially banned from Twitter. That fucking ship blocked the Suez Canal. And Shakira was attacked by wild boars.
I do remember this. I remember.
Obviously, we'll get to it, but not without first padding this case with Shakira's entire career history.
Yes.
It was like pulling teeth to write 3 pages for this, I swear to God, and I only have myself to blame. Here we go.
I like how I had too many pages of Feral Hog.
And I had too few. This is the most us thing that could possibly be. I also could not discuss our patron saint of tax evasion, we'll get to it, without first shouting out our patron saint, Blortney, who has one of the best Shakira impressions I have ever heard. It is so spot on.
Can I try?
And every time,
Yeah.
yes.
Blortney's so good at
This
it.
is my impression of Blortney doing Shakira.
Underneath your clothes.
There's an endless story.
It's so good. Oh. Look at her, that's small and humble. Anyway. So if you're new, yeah. So if you're new to this planet, Shakira is the most popular Colombian pop artist of all time. Her hits, whatever, wherever, and hips don't lie. I'll be there and you'll be near.
And that's it, man.
Okay. Next.
No, not okay, but that's fine. And hips don't lie. Have had teens grinding in high school gymnasiums for years.
Yes.
She sold over 70 million records worldwide and has racked up her fair share of Grammys, both United States and Latin, and AMAs.
And like co-chaired a Super Bowl halftime show.
We'll get to the Super Bowl halftime
will
show.
we?
She's, we will.
So fucking good.
So good.
She's a fucking G.
Men should not be
So-
allowed the Super Bowl halftime
Nope.
show.
Nope.
Men can't do it.
No.
Unless you're Prince. Unless
Yeah.
you're Prince.
I really liked this last year one though, the like 90s R&B
Well,
throwback one. I loved
everyone
it.
in our
It was
generation
like all my
liked
favorite
that.
songs.
Yeah, sure, but
No, I
get it.
loved it.
I
But the
get it,
upside
women
down, I
slay.
didn't get the upside down. Whatever, it's fine.
Oh,
50 Cent upside down was
Sweet puffy 50
why
Cent upside down.
you use a retinol.
It was oh.
No, he's upside down. I just
upside down. We don't know how long
it
he
was
was
the
upside down.
choreography that was
All
mystifying.
the blood rushed to his body. Okay. Anyway, so she's sold a lot of stuff. She's a G. She was born and raised in Colombia, and her mother is Colombian, while her father is Lebanese, and she includes Arabic influence in her music to honor that part of her heritage, which I think is fucking cool as hell. And like that's kind of where her belly dancing influences came from, which that like is an icon. That's her iconic dance move.
But her heart
It's
is
just-
from Africa.
Well, right. We're not saying she's not problematic, and we'll get to that too.
Are we gonna get to the divorce thing? The
No.
new
We're
album
gonna get to the
thing?
pigs.
No, we're gonna get to the pigs.
Okay.
So she has been singing and songwriting since she was a child, writing her first song at 8 years old and signing her first record deal at 13 years old. So she was doing it way before Billie Eilish, who I also love, so no shade. But she wasn't an instant star. Her first 2 albums were actually total flops, and it wasn't until her third album, Pies Descalzos, or Bare Feet,
Pies Descalzones.
Pies and Calzones,
Pies just calzones.
where she was involved in every little part of the production of the album that was released in 1996. That one sold 3 million copies, which is
So
not
when
fucking
she's in charge, it sells.
bad. It works, yeah.
Weird.
So this propped her up to like really take off in the early 2000s, which is when the three of us peaked. And she took the Latin music scene by storm, and her iconic belly dancing put her on the fucking map.
The amount of times I have very drunkenly attempted that choreography.
Tell me one time.
I'm at
So-
your feet.
She made a challenging crossover into the American music zeitgeist in 2001 with the release of her first ever English language album entitled Laundry Service, which is the home of Whatever, Wherever, and the Blortney favorite, Underneath Your Clothes.
Why is she
album-
so good at that?
She's so good at it. This album hit number 3 on the American pop charts within about a week, and she rode that momentum as the pop queen of the early aughts. She released 2 albums in 2005, an English and a Spanish language version of Oral Fixation, or Fixación Oral, with the absolute smash Hips Don't Lie, earning her multiple Grammys that year, and she was just getting started. She crushed the tour scene for several years and released an iconic Oral Fixation tour album in 2008. Then came out with the fucking banger She-Wolf in 2009.
Which I
going platinum.
totally missed and became
did.
really into in 2021.
Yeah. And that went
from
platinum in 2010.
2009?
2009. Yeah.
I missed it too and only caught it when Kenyan.
There you go.
Well, her last hit really was Waka Waka, which came out in 2010 or 2009
And
on that album.
is
and
a
it was
crime
chosen as
against
the
humanity.
Well, and it was chosen as the FIFA World Cup theme for 2010.
Yes.
So it's been played everywhere. But by 2012, she had hit that about 70 million albums worldwide sales number, which is pretty fucking amazing. That was the year she took a break from touring and joined the cast of The Voice on NBC as a judge, replacing another queen, Christina Aguilera, in 2013.
Did not realize that Christina Aguilera was not on The Voice anymore. Catching up. I'm
Yeah.
catching up.
Well, she
It's
left.
It's
and then
only
she
been a
came
decade.
back.
Neither is Shakira.
She left and came back, though. Christina Aguilera came back to The Voice, and then I think she left again. She wasn't only working on The Voice at that time, though. No, not our girl. She released a self-titled album in 2014, closed out the World Cup that year with a live performance, and started working on an almost entirely Spanish-language album, El Dorado, which was released in 2017 to multi-platinum acclaim. This was when she decided to get back on the road and perform live, but her tour did not go as planned. Shortly into the tour, she experienced vocal distress and had to cancel her remaining tour dates to heal her voice.
Ariel, no.
Well, it sounds
Ariel.
dramatic, but like fucking imagine your entire moneymaker giving out on you during a tour.
Oh, yeah.
Like that would be so scary to not know if it's like gonna come back, and nobody likes what happened to like Julie Andrews when she got those like vocal node
I have
surgery and then
notes.
yeah,
Did she
and then
sign
she
some
couldn't.
sort of golden scroll with like a quill
God.
pen?
I don't know, but she like couldn't sing for like decades after her vocal node surgery.
Well, Julie
and it was
Andrews
like
still can't. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's done some stuff, but it's like her voice has never been the same. It's just like, holy shit. That would be so scary. So
That's why I chose to never be able to sing in the first place.
Right. I'm so glad you made that choice.
It would be like if Amanda
case, Kenya.
It would be like if Amanda went into the hospital for DKA in the middle of a tour.
Yeah, but like worse because I can at least recover from that. Keep singing. Okay.
You've really committed to Mini Mike in a way that you don't even know you're holding it anymore.
No, it feels wrong to put my arm down at this point.
She's going to bring it into the bathtub.
Mini Mike is here to stay. So, yeah, I am. This really seemed like the beginning of a dramatic slip of the Queen of Pop's crown for multiple reasons. So, announcing that she had recovered her voice and wanted to make it up to her fans by getting back on tour in 2018, fresh off another Grammy win, she packs up and hits the road. But her merch for that tour causes a big stir when she sells a necklace containing an emblem that proved eerily similar to a known Nazi symbol.
What?
There is a photo of the necklace on the drive, and it is sus. However, I do think what she was trying to go for was like a Mayan sun design, and it just didn't work. It ended up resembling a symbol known as the Black Sun, which is like still popular among white supremacists today, and people were pissed about it. She pulled the item immediately, took full responsibility, and apologized. She didn't know.
She did the right thing. However,
that's an accident.
Yeah.
This seems like an accident.
I don't actually think she was like being intentionally like racist or anti-Semitic. I think it was actually an accident. It's not cute, so like pull it.
Yeah.
But
but
fucking Proud Boys ruin everything.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hate groups ruin everything because there are
but
so
also,
fucking many of them.
We have teams for this kind of shit, though. So, like, at this point in time, with teams and the internet, like, there aren't excuses for dumb crap like that. So, like, just get it together.
Right.
This was 2018. Like, they had the fucking internet and social media to look into.
It was a big oopsie, but it shouldn't have
happened.
It
was an oopsie.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah. We have, what's it called? Google.
We have fucking Google.
Google
we have
Lens.
Google Image.
Google Image.
Yeah, all that shit.
That.
So, it's fine. But obviously, folks forgave her because she did the Super Bowl halftime show with J-Lo just over a year later in 2020.
It was so good.
And this was incredible. So good.
I just want to say that I correctly read J-Lo and A-Rod's body language.
You predicted their divorce?
I so did from their body language.
I believe it.
Around that halftime show.
That doesn't surprise me in the least because you're an actual witch.
Clairvoyant. Yeah, you are.
I knew
and you just know those things. It's like your mother. That time we went out on the pontoon with Blen and Blant, and we hit a wave and got all wet, and then
the pizza box floated away.
We walked home and we're like, oh, we ran through some sprinklers. We went to the beach or whatever. And she's like, no, you didn't. You went on the pontoon with Blen and Blant.
Yeah, she just knew.
She just knows. She's an oracle without
clairvoyant.
She's an oracle without the milky eyes.
Yeah. Same.
It's disgusting. I mean, it's
awful.
awful.
That's terrifying.
Yes.
I love that for you.
So now Kenya
So
knows that.
this was like our last moment of joy before the full weight of the pandemic, and like white lady Karens everywhere were horrified by the pole dancing and the belly bearing iconic women that were dancing on that stage. It was just so stupid.
So good.
But there was also some drama because apparently J-Lo admitted in an interview shortly thereafter that she was disappointed to have to share the stage with Shakira.
Fuck you,
What?
J-Lo.
I know.
Is that
I
real?
know. The audacity. She said in the Netflix documentary Halftime that the NFL's proposal to have them perform together was, quote, the worst idea in the world. It ended up being one of the best halftime shows of all.
You have not had a hit song in a decade, sir, ma'am.
Hey, do
Yeah,
not
she
disparage
hasn't.
J-Lo, first of all.
No, we're not disparaging J-Lo, but like J-Lo's being a total bee
she's
in this
being a bee,
situation.
but
she's being a diva. Like, don't complain
don't
about sharing the
disparage either
stage
one.
with another Latin pop icon. Like, get your shit together. I don't
Did
know.
she really say that?
Yes, she said it.
That's the context?
Yes. She didn't want to be sharing. I don't think she wanted to share the stage with anybody.
No.
I think she
The most
believes she
Leo
is a
human
big enough
being
act
on the planet.
Sure. I think that's the root of it. I don't think it's Shakira specifically. I think it could have been basically anybody, except for like Whitney Houston brought back from the dead.
No, even
And
then.
she probably would have said something similar.
Well, I watched that documentary on Netflix and I didn't get that idea, but
They might have cut it, but she said it in the interview for that documentary. It might not have aired, but that's where that quote came from.
Amazing. Okay.
Yep. So Jenny for the block, coming for the she-wolf. Honestly, her career went pretty quiet after this until she made headlines again in 2021. She was traveling in Barcelona, España, in September of 2021 with her then 8-year-old son. And the pair were
Her non-adult son.
her not adult son. The pair were enjoying a boxed lunch and then taking a walk at a park when 2 wild boars,
is this Jennifer Lopez or Shakira?
Shakira,
Sea-wolf.
when 2 wild boars emerged from the woods and charged at Shakira, targeting her large purse, which contained at least half of her boxed lunch sandwich.
Her sandwich?
Her sandwich. She took to Instagram shortly thereafter, saying the hags attacked her before running off into the woods with her bag. She claims to have literally chased them down and fought them off with her bare hands, and shows her tattered bag as evidence in the swine kerfuffle. The
I heard a little bit about this, but this seems
photos
like...
of the bag are on the dress.
Yes.
A worldwide pop megastar
Sensation.
icon.
Chasing down wild boars.
Threads on the bag.
They chewed the shit out of her bag. Fucked her bag up. It's filthy. Look at this other picture in the top left of just Shakira's head, 2 boars and a little floating purse. It's like a collage. My photos for this are so fucking good. So many hags.
Oh, that's the bag. I thought it was one of the pig's faces.
No, honey, that's the big.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Quote. Look at how 2 wild boar which attacked me in the park have left my bag. They were taking my bag into the woods with my mobile phone in it. The singer continued. They've destroyed everything. She then turned to her young son, whose father is the Barcelona footballer Gerard Piqué, and said, Milan, tell the truth. Say how your mummy stood up to the wild boar. The child stares back at her in shocked silence, but his face says it all. Bitch fought off wild pigs in front of her son during a picnic lunch. The audio of her Instagram video, it's all in Spanish, but you can find the video online by searching, quote, Shakira wild boar video.
She recorded the whole thing and put it on her Instagram.
She didn't.
Say how your mommy.
Milan, tell the truth. Say how your mummy stood up to the wild boar.
It's a wild boar.
There's a wild boar in the closet. Let it out so mommy can breathe.
It can eat.
So it can eat my purse. Looking at my boar, it's small and humble. Quote, it's just crazy, she said in a new interview with Glamour magazine. I was taking my son Milan for a walk in the park, and I got him a little ice cream, she explained. We sat on one of those park benches, and we were just minding our own business. And then 2 huge wild boars came from the back and ambushed us and took away my purse. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God.
my purse.
And screaming and screaming.
This boar
because they were taking it away. They were taking it away with my phone in it, my car keys, everything. Like they could understand me. And people were just watching and they weren't doing anything. End quote.
That was a real quote.
That was a quote from Shakira. My voice hurts.
This woman speaks 7 words of English, and she used them all on this quote.
Every single one.
watching and they weren't doing anything.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, my God, my God.
No, she probably speaks.
Okay. To be fair, though.
She's got a good command of English.
To be fair, though.
She was frazzled.
If I were minding my own business in a city park in Barcelona and saw Shakira fighting two wild boars, I truly think my shock would have me frozen and agape. I don't know if I could physically help her. She's like, nobody would help me. And I'm like, no. This is very shocking to behold. Like, I want to say that I would jump in and help Shakira fight the pig.
No.
But until I'm in that very specific situation, which I think it's safe to say will never be.
Yet another sentence.
We never don't know.
You all think you'd be a hero.
I think I'd like to jump in and help Shakira fight off
But
two
you don't
wild
know
hogs.
until
But I don't
you're
know.
in that park in
Until I'm in- I don't
Barcelona
know.
fighting off those
fight,
pigs
flight,
for
or
Shakira.
freeze. I might freeze.
Fight,
Okay.
flight, freeze, or feral hog.
Fight, flight, freeze, or hog. Or hog. And she is not an outlier in these attacks. From BBC.com. Quote, Shakira is the latest victim of the increasingly aggressive hogs, which have invaded the Catalan capital
She's not special.
in recent years. It's literally, these hogs have invaded the capital city. In 2016, Spanish police received 1,187 phone calls about wild hog attacks, specifically like attacking dogs, plundering cat feeders,
Dogs,
holding up traffic,
Pop icons.
people.
What about bird feeders?
Probably. Holding up traffic, running into cars all over the city. I'm burping. In 2013, one city police officer attempted to take charge of the problem himself and shot at a boar with his service revolver, but missed and hit his partner instead.
Was he okay?
Cop on cop crimes. I think he's fine.
Cop on feral hog on cop crimes.
Hot pig on pig.
I don't know why, but in my brain, the term service revolver is akin to adult
Service.
son.
Adult son.
Service.
My
Not
ad-
servant.
Revolver.
That's what I said.
Yeah, she said service.
I thought she said servant's revolver.
No, service.
My adult
Revolver.
son's service revolver.
Service
went
revolver.
off and his car rolled
Yeah,
3
he shot his
times.
own foot off and also his penis, and
And he was
I don't want to
pursued by
talk
feral
about
hogs, and
it.
Shakira was
And
there.
His car rolled
It's
3
like
times.
an infantilization of something that's like should
is.
be
Yeah.
a mature.
There's something. There's an SAT question
Service
alignment there.
revolver.
Service revolver,
There is.
adult son.
Like it's less impactful.
yeah.
Right. So boars, which as we know can carry a wide variety of diseases, are listed among the world's most invasive species and can survive in almost any environment. But increasingly, the animals are drawn to cities where they live off rubbish discarded by humans. Their numbers have exploded across Europe, with the latest estimates now surpassing around 10 million across the continent, which like the entire continent of Europe is like the size of Texas. So it's not great. I know that's not true, but you know, that little pocket, the France and Spain area. Space is real small.
a fucking lot of
It's
pigs.
small. It's a lot of pigs for that little slice. So as they become more aggressive and more of a nuisance, many cities have employed a variety of strategies to cull their numbers. In Berlin, urban hunters, like sanctioned urban hunters, have killed thousands of the animals, but the problem persists.
Like gun hunters.
Yes.
Yeah, hunters.
Feral hogs are not a joke, Jim. Millions suffer every year. Okay?
But
How else are you gonna kill them? Sticks and stones?
They don't break their bones or hurt them.
what if it just breaks them down emotionally? It would work for me. You could eradicate me.
It would. Shakira barely had time to recover from hog hell before she was in headlines again,
Hog
this time
hell.
for defrauding the Spanish government of 14.5 million euros in unpaid taxes. Every time I'm stressed about my tax bill, I think of folks like this who owe literal millions to the government, and I don't feel so stressed out anymore. So thank you, Shakira. So what's going on here? I'll tell you. The Spanish government have now officially charged Shakira with not paying her taxes from 2012 to 2014. So let that sink in. She made so much money that 2 years of unpaid taxes is over $13 million US
In
dollars.
just the tax bill, not in the
Just
earnings.
the tax bill. Yep.
Jesus.
No, that's the tax bill.
Oh my God.
Allegedly. Like, it gives me
If
heartburn.
only.
That much money, like, should not belong ever to one person. But anyway.
Unless it's me.
But-
Well, good for you, but also
Exactly.
pay your fucking taxes. What the fuck is wrong with
Okay, but this is what's to be argued in court, which is set to begin sometime this year, though we don't have an official trial date yet. What we need to determine is whether or not Shakira can be considered a resident of Spain for the duration of those years. In order for her to qualify as a resident and therefore owe taxes for earnings while a Spanish resident, she would need to spend 183 or more days of the year in Spain. And Shakira claims that she was a resident of the Bahamas during that time and did not move to Barcelona, Spain until 2015 when, like, she was bringing her son back to that area
Milan.
to be raised closer to his father. His son, Milan, tell them how mommy fought the war. Milan. Shakira's so fucking extra. I'm obsessed.
Milan.
Milan, tell them
how mummy fought the
how
war.
mommy fought the war. And this poor little boy is just like,
Mommy fought the boar.
mommy. So we don't know yet how this is going to pan out. From Time.com, quote, technically, the state concluded its investigation in July of 2021, but Shakira's defense filed an appeal to try to stop the trial entirely, which they lost. So that also pushed back the trial date because of that appeal. Had the defense accepted the plea and returned the money, essentially admitting guilt, the prosecution would have significantly reduced or dropped the prison sentence that's on the table for her. If she's convicted of all charges, the artist will face a jail sentence of 8 years and 2 months, as well as a fine of 23.7 million euros. It would be very bad if she went to jail. But she, like, wants to go to trial because she says that she can prove that she wasn't a resident of Spain. So the prosecutors have said that the alleged crimes are especially serious because they claim that Shakira used companies in tax havens to hide her income. Now, probably, especially if she was advised to, like, have an address and spend most of her time in the Bahamas.
Yeah, I was going to say, do the Bahamas
people with this
count
much wealth
as-
always try to hide their fucking money. Like, duh.
Yeah.
But that's why I think she actually probably was in the Bahamas most of the time.
Well,
or touring,
kinda
because
wor-
I don't think she'd be
works-
advised.
Yeah, like works both ways. Like, yes, the Bahamas might be a tax haven, but if
But
she
she
was
wasn't
rich enough to be
necessarily a
spending
Spanish resident.
most of her time there.
That's what I'm saying. So, I don't know. Shakira flatly denies all allegations of tax fraud. She said in an interview with Elle magazine that she refused to settle with Spanish authorities because she could prove that she was not a resident of the country during that 3-year time frame. Quote, I have to fight for what I believe because these are false accusations, Shakira said in an interview in 2022. Quote, first of all, I didn't spend 183 days per year at that time at all in Spain. I was busy fulfilling my professional commitments around the world. Second, I've paid everything they claimed I owed even before they filed a lawsuit, she continued. So as of today, I owe zero to them. And finally, I was advised by one of the 4 biggest tax specialist firms in the world,
Feral
Pricewaterhouse,
Hogs.extension.net.
.net.edu.
Orga.
So I was confident that I was doing things correctly and transparently from day one. This is like a
Shakira's not doing her own
massive
fucking
company.
taxes.
Exactly.
Of course not.
Fuck no. And she's not, like, giving herself financial advice. If she's told get an address in the Bahamas and don't be in Spain for more than 138 days, then she's not going to fucking do it. She doesn't want to pay 14 million euro in fucking taxes. So
It's not-
that's what I
it's-
think. I think she could prove
it's
it
not
because I think she was
evasion.
advised to do
Yeah,
it.
it's not evasion if you're just like utilizing
following the law.
loopholes.
Exactly.
I mean,
Free
Following the law.
Shakira
People do
Hathaway.
that
Mhm.
every
Free
second
her.
of the day.
Absolutely. Fucking white men all over the world get away with that shit. Why can't anybody do it? So that's my case. I don't know. Oh, I just loved this episode so much. And I'm exhausted.
Top 3. I'm absolutely exhausted. I need
Exhausted.
to pass out. I've literally had an entire bottle of rosé and
Yes,
no
mama.
food. I have to go.
I've
I
had
love
a big
you.
old cookie.
Oh, I'm going to go eat snacks and get higher.
Love you
Thanks,
all.
everybody.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Wine and Crime. Our cover art is by Kala Yip, music by Phil Young and Corey Wendell, editing by Jonathan Camp. Check out our website and blog at wineandcrimepodcast.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Wine and Crime Pod. If you have questions, answers, or recommendations to share, email us at wineandcrimepodcast@gmail.com. Episodes are available on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, basically wherever you get your favorite podcasts. And if you like the show, please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. It is the best way to spread the word. If you'd like to show your support, visit our Patreon page to keep this podcast and the wine flowing. Cheers!